Oh, Captain, my Captain! Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and welcome to a new era of Magic Arena. Magic will never be the same. We have Alchemy that has just dropped, and today we will be running an Alchemy human tribal deck around the two brand new Alchemy cards in Inquisitor, Captain. This is going to be a 3/3 human cleric with vigilance, and whenever the captain enters the field, if there are 20 or more creature cards with mana value 3 or less among your graveyard, hand, library, you're going to seek 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less, and one of them is going to go onto the battlefield and then shuffle the other into your library. I think this card is going to be absolutely busted in mono white. Mono white is going to be, is it going to be on top? I don't know. I think it might be, especially with this captain here. And speaking of the other captain, we've got Captain Eberhardt with a double strike, and this is a legendary creature. And spells are going to cost from among cards you drew this turn are going to cast 1 less. And spells your opponent drew this turn are going to cost 1 more. So this is going to slow down your opponent. It's kind of like a Thalia a little bit here. It's got a lot, but it also helps you as well because it's going to be making your creatures a little bit cheaper. And I think that's going to allow you to storm a little bit better here. So I think we've got a little bit better of a thing going on here with the Thalia Interpret Adversary and the Captain Eberhardt. These two captains are going to be... Ooh, I think they're going to be a little bit irksome. I think they're going to be a little bit irksome for a lot of players because Mono White, as we know, didn't really get a big buff except for the Luminarch, and Goldspan Dragon got hit, Alrund's got hit, Ezekiel's Chariot got hit, but I don't really think that Mono White got hit a ton, so we'll see how it plays out. We do have 4 Faceless Havens here. And it is a 3/3 instead of a 4/3 now, as you can see with the pretty little symbol in the top left-hand corner, the little alchemy symbol. I think that's pretty cool, pretty cool. So overall, I mean, this deck is going to be, it's going to look a lot like what you're used to seeing in Mono White. We do have Adeline, the human. This, again, we are running human tribal, and these are all going to be humans for the fun of it. And Captain Inquisitor and Captain Eberhardt, I think, are going to do some major work in this format. Will Mono White be the first ever deck to get nerfed in Alchemy? Because as we know, it's going to be rebalancing all the time. I don't know, time will tell, but until that time comes, we are ready to vanquish some enemies. Sven Lipinski, how are we doing? Welcome to the Alchemy Show. And we don't draw any of our cool Alchemy cards this hand, so it's not very good. I'm feeling confident we'll draw into some, though. No worries there. Gonna go ahead and keep this bad boy. The captain's got to be out there somewhere. So we're gonna see a pack leader, along with that disgusting layer of the Hydra art. Not a big fan of those arts. And let's go ahead. We do have first strike here, so I think this is the best play here. That'll keep the pack leader at bay until they can drop some creatures or something else with 4 total mana cost. Otherwise, they don't want to swing in here, and they don't want that smoke. And that's going to hold them at bay. Let's go. Now, what do we want to do here? I think we just kind of want to storm. I'm going to swing in here. No chance they are going to block here. And we'll have another one for backup. And we'll be able to go quite wide here. So let's swing in here. Bang, bang. And let's just go wide. Another one. Double the trouble, as well as a hopeful initiative. And pass the turn. Not too bad. We were on the draw, so go a little wide here. And then a braid. Okay, not so bad. That's going to go bye-bye. No big deal. What would we hate to see here? Maybe Tovolar? I see they're targeting me. Oh, okay. And that ward is not going to be enough to hold it off. Alrighty. That's going to do it for that. So, let's see what we want to do here. Oh, and there's the captain. Captain, oh captain. My captain. Let's go. Now, what do we want to do here? Do we want to do... I think we definitely want to go with Adeline here. Just the strongest play. I'm not deathly afraid of anything they could have in their hand. Keyword is deathly. I'm a little bit afraid, but not deathly afraid. So, they go ahead and drop the Rockfall Veil. Oh boy, and we have our first alchemy creature that we're going against. So enters the battlefield, target land you control loses all abilities except mana abilities and gains at the beginning of your upkeep. This permanent deals 2 damage to you unless you sacrifice it. Oh wow. Sacrifice it. No, I do not want to do that. So I will take the damage there. Unfortunately, we cannot play the captain quite yet. So let's go ahead and play Elite Spellbinder. And what do we want to get rid of here? Oh, let's get rid of the Tovolar. That's too scary. Let's get rid of the Tovolar here. And shooty, do we just want to trade here? I think we just kind of want to trade here. So I'm going to go ahead and swing in here with Adeline. Create a 1/1. That's going to get chumped. And we're going to trade here. I think that's okay. It's not great, but I think it's alright. Thank God we got rid of the Tovolar. Don't have to worry about that thing. Unless they want to play it for 5 mana, which, you know, eats up their turn. Okay, yeah, not great, but, you know. At least they didn't get to play a Rahilda on top of it. I am not going to sacrifice that just yet. I need one more land. Oh, we get a captain, and that is a brick of all bricks. Very, very unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and do Spellbinder here. At least make this cost a little bit less, I suppose. And I gotta stay back. I gotta stay back, because I don't want them to swing in here and get a bunch of value. So I'm going to stay back here. And Tenacious Pup. Oh my, they're going to gain 1 life, and that's going to bump the Rahilda up. These alchemy cards are nuts. Wow, and that's going to have Trample, Vigilance, First Strike. Woo-wee, not yet. We need 1 more land card. We don't get it, but we do get a Brutal Cathar. Let's go ahead and play the Brutal Cathar. Get rid of you, because you are oh so scary. And pass the turn here. This is going to transform everything, but we do get a Moonrage Brute, so I guess that's pretty cool. Let's see what they want to do here. They can have the opportunity to create a big old Trampler, which would not be good. But we also have First Strike. See, here's a cool thing. We have 2 First Strikers, so they can't really swing in, because even if they have a bunch of +X+O with Tovolar's second ability, because I have 2 First Strikers, it's still going to get killed. I don't care how big you make the creature. I wonder if they're going to catch on, because if they do swing, that is very bad for them. So let's see what they want to do here. Oh, and they're going to do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, oh goodness. See, this we have 2 First Strikers. They don't even realize. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I hate to be a... You got to give them an oops on that one. You just kind of have to. Come on. We need 1 more land, and then we can get rid of this thing that keeps pinging us. And we do get it. Let's go. Let's drop... We could actually drop Adversary. I think that would be the proper play here, because it has lifelink, and we need to boost all of our creatures up here. So, let's go ahead and do this. This is the correct play. Just because we can get a boost going here. And it does have lifelink, so we can take care of this pesky land. Let's go ahead and do that. What do we want to do? Do we want to swing everything? Let's at least do that. I feel like that's pretty good. Right? That's pretty good. We are sitting on 2 captains here. They're down to 8. And fortunately, if they drop anything crazy, and that's going to be a land, and that big oopsie with the Tovolar and the First Strike is going to do it. We are sitting on 2 captains, ironically, for this alchemy video. We don't get to play them just quite yet, but the time is coming. The time is coming. So they're going to go ahead and make a big ol' scary Hydra, and that's not going to be enough. We're going to First Strike you. We're just going to block you outright, and we're going to do that and take 5 here. We'll take 5 here and drop the captain. Let's go ahead and not do that just yet. I want to drop the captain here. That's going to be a good game, and we do get to drop the captain. We don't get to see it, but it is coming. It is coming. Dunkeld. Please do not dunk on us. We would like to be doing the dunking. Alright, we got a captain. A lot of Eberhard. Not getting a lot of the Inquisitor, which is arguably the better one, but that's okay. Alright, we will deal with the Champion of the Alms for now, and deal with the Eberhard on turn 2. Alright, we're going against white, it looks like. What is this? What is this? So I wonder if they are doing a more control. Seems like it. Definitely seems like it. So what Eberhard can do is really cool here. Let's go ahead and drop that. Doesn't do anything yet. Can't swing. So that measly card will draw. Will cost one more. Not the biggest deal in the world, but I think right now in the early game, it's more about what we draw. Ooh, Pyre of Heroes. Okay, the modern day. Oof. Oof, that is a modern day. Oh, what's that called? Birthing Pod. There you go. So this does cost less now. So let's go ahead and cast this. Might as well. What do we got in here? Another Pyre of Heroes. Agadeem's for later. What do I actually want to get rid of here? Can they always just play this for the land? I think they can, if I'm not mistaken. So, alright, let's just do this. Let's just do another one of that. And then we'll go ahead and drop the Code Spell Cleric. And we obviously will put it on the Eberhard with Double Strike. And I'm trying to think here, do we want to... We can swing here, because if they double block, we can just kill this first, and we don't get threatened here. So I like that. Let's go and swing with the Captain. That's going to go straight through, take him down to 18. Alrighty. Whatever they drew is going to cost one more, fortunately, but this Pyre of Heroes is going to get rough here. So they're going to sacrifice this, activate as a sorcery, and let's see what they got here. An Apparition. Oh my. What you going to get rid of? They take our Captain! So rude. So rude. That's our new Alchemy card. We're trying to play with that. They don't want us to have fun. Goodness. Okay, fortunately we do get an Inquisitor Captain. Let's go ahead and play it. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Let's drop it, see what we can get. Oh, and we get 2 Cathars. Hey, I will take 1 Cathar. We'll go ahead and put that right on the battlefield. And let's go ahead and take the Apparition. You just see, and we get revenge. The Captain's got the Captain's back. We get some revenge there. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I'm gonna swing with all these here. If you want to trade with the Code Spell Cleric, that's okay with me. We also have Vigilance, so you might as well. Swing in, boom, boom, boom. And that Inquisitor Captain, look how strong that is. That is nuts. Just get a Cathar from your deck. I mean, that value is unbelievable. So they're going to go ahead and gain some life here. Use the heroes on something, I'm assuming here. And they get a 2-drop now. So it has to be a human or a cleric here. Oh, they're going to gain some life. They're just going for some life gain here. You can't blame them. It's pretty solid there. Fortunately for us, we do get to transform here. And followed by an adversary that's going to bump up our whole board. Bam! We are sitting very pretty, and that's going to be a good game. The Captains are too strong. Charlie C. Charlie Captain? We've got plenty of Captains in this deck. We don't see any in our initial hand here. It's quite okay. We'll save the Code Spell Cleric. And drop the Hopeful Initiative. Pretty solid turn 1 if you ask me. See a black card here. Oh, okay. What will you get rid of? My Thalia. Wow, okay. So, Captain, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and drop this. Make things a little harder on our opponent, a little easier on the things we draw here. Showcasing Captain Eberhard. Oh, and we got 2 black, so we're going to get some mono black, I wonder? Mono black discard, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Unfortunately, we will need the Code Spell Cleric to get a bump here as well to give this a 2-2, because even though it does have double strike, it doesn't really work that way with the training. Ooh, okay, so we're going to discard a card. I kind of want to save the Cleric here. I almost want to get rid of the Cathar. I don't think they really threaten us with any sort of creature. That feels really bad, but I can't really resist doing the Eberhard here. Plus, whatever we draw is going to be cheaper anyway. So let's go ahead and ditch this. And just pray we don't draw a land. And we get a Cathar. Woo-wee! Look at that. So with the Eberhard, this is going to cost 2. Alrighty, let's get rid of you. I mean, this is the most least threatening thing I've ever seen. But it's okay, because now we get to drop a Code Spell Cleric. And that is going to give a +1 counter to the Captain. And now this will be able to train the Hopeful Initiate, and it has double strike. Let's go into this. Boom. Double strike. Boom, boom. Alright, now we're cooking. Anything we draw with the Eberhard, even if it's an Inquisitor Captain, will be cheaper. So that would be a 3-drop. So we have no fear right now. We could draw anything other than a land, but we could draw any card in our deck, and it's very good. Oh, wow. Each player discards an online card. Guess what? I don't have a card. Guess what? I don't have a card, and you just gave me a card. So what does that say? We did draw a land, which is so aggravating. So mother-flippin' aggravating. Let's go ahead and drop that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just drop the Elderfang Disciple. Might as well make you discard a card. Alrighty. I don't think I just want to swing with this. This bounces, right? Oh, this has Death Touch as well. Oh, my. That actually puts us in quite the pickle, huh? Because it has Death Touch, we would actually have to trade. But now that we have the 4, I think you've outlived your usefulness. Hate to say it. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Ugh. Ick. Doesn't feel good, but hey, Captain, you served your job well. The Death Touch will go through and we will die, unfortunately. So, down to this, we've got Soul Shatter, and they do get this back. We don't have anything to discard, so it's not the end of the world. As long as we don't draw another land and we draw an adversary. Wow, okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and do some bumpage. Boom! Now we can swing in here. I think the Hopeful Initiate was training. I think now they're the trainer rather than the trainee at this point. Down to 9. We've got a pretty wide board here. Feeling pretty good about it. Go blank, and that's gonna be it. Mono white too good. Way to go, Captain. Frost. Jack Frost. One of the best movies of all time. And we do have a Captain Eberhard. That's awesome. We are going to keep that. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. We want to showcase the almighty Captain. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oh, a Throne of Death. Okay. You gotta love when new sets come out because you're just gonna see a ton of different brews here. And let's go ahead and go for the Champion of the Alms. The Initiate isn't gonna be able to train because we're gonna be dropping this Eberhard. Now, should we drop the Thalia? I don't know, maybe, but for the sake of the content, I'm gonna drop the Eberhard. Eberhard. I don't know how to pronounce things on this channel. You'll quickly figure that out. A Willow Geist. Okay, so they got some graveyard stuff going on here. Some nice graveyard shenanigans. This is actually kind of scary. I mean, if I swing in here, I don't think they can, like, remove something from the grave, right? If they do, kudos on them. Kudos on them. Let's go ahead and drop Eberhard right now. So let's go ahead and swing. The Codespell Cleric and the Captain have a lot of good synergy here, because if you drop 2 things, you can put a +1 counter on Eberhard, and because it has double strike, that's better than putting it on something with first strike, obviously. So that is the goal here. Deathcap Glade. The graveyard is growing, and okay, so they're going to commit to the Undead Butler. What you got in here? Nothing too crazy yet. Okay. Thalia will block out some reanimation spells, so I kind of like that a lot. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go for Thalia here, and the Codespell Cleric will give the Captain a +1 counter. Let's go ahead and do this. Boom. And swing in, because we have double strike. We are not afraid of anything anymore as a 2/2. And that's going to be an easy trade, and they don't really have anything to bring back. I mean, they could bring back another Dead Butler, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, the Willow Geist is gonna be getting bigger here, but I don't think I am that afraid. I mean, I am, but you know, we gotta do something here. Can't just sit back on our toes. Oh, and they're gonna drop the God of Death. Wow. Wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and drop the Hopeful Initiate. Codespell Cleric. Straight on Eberhard. And we do have another one to back it up, which will be nice. But that is very scary here. I'm gonna go ahead and swing. Probably should have swung with this here. I mean, this will trade here, so that's kind of nice. And then we drop the Captain again. They'll mill something, so we are wide as can be right now. Hopefully, we can get something going here. The Willowgeist isn't threatening me yet, but this Undead Butler will be sure to. What you got here? Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, not the end of the world. I mean, the Willowgeist is going to get a nice healthy bump here. Now, if we do draw a captain or something, that will be nice. And we get another one. We're only running 3, and we get oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, I'm not going to sit here around forever. I'm going to swing with everything, because I'm not too worried about the non-creature spells at this point. So, not good. Let's go ahead and give training to the Hopeful Initiate, and we're going to take a lot of damage here. A lot of casualties. Thankfully, they target the Everheart, which is better for us. So we do get some damage off here, take 2 casualties, and drop another captain. Our 3rd captain, which is pretty brutal, does fall a victim to the legendary rule. So we are only running 3, and we get all 3 of them. A little bit of alchemy overkill here. A Death Bonnet Sprouts, alrighty. Assuming the Undead Butler is coming. Mill 3. Nothing too crazy in there yet, but now we have to really be careful because this Willowgeist has Trample. Be interested to see. They don't swing with it. Good on them. And Athalia, we are just getting legendary ruled out today. Oh my. I would love for this thing to be flying in the air. So let's go ahead and swing with this. Let's go ahead and swing with that. Kind of hope they do block here. And they are going to, thankfully. So let's go ahead and do that. This will give us something to put in the air. The Shackle Shield Geist, that gives us a win condition, I guess, because we have something in the air now. They are going to mill 3, and this is going to become a 3/3, so things are getting kind of scary right now. Fortunately, everything has Ward 1. I don't think they're going to be targeting us anytime soon, but it is something. We do need some help. No doubt about that. We do need some help. They have to be a little... Oh my gosh, and they get another God of Death. Oh, wow. Okay, what are we going to do here? It's looking bleak, but we do have a Cathar now. We do have a Cathar. That gives us a little bit of juice here. I think we have to get rid of the Willowgeist, because that thing is going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So... I'm going to opt to get rid of this Willowgeist, because it has Trample too, so we can't even chump block this thing. Let's go and get rid of this. That was a good move. We're definitely swinging in here. And we want to keep everything else. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep everything else. I think I like that the best. Fortunately, the captain will make everything a little bit more expensive. They're going to... Oof. Puppet Razor. More alchemy fun. More alchemy fun. Alrighty, no Willowgeist to get nice and big, thankfully, with the Cathar. And with our ward, with the Shieldgeist, as well as the Eberheart, I think we should be good. So whenever a creature dies, you can investigate. Okay. Interesting. I almost want to make sure that I use Thalia as a blocker here, because we have another one. So this is going to swing in here. It's going to sound dumb, but I think I'm going to do this just so we can ensure mana efficiency on the back end. So it's interesting that these cards, it turns purple when they become relevant. So that's interesting. Alright, what do we got here? Can't make it Hive of the Eye Tyrant yet. This can give them a card to draw. Oh, Faceless Haven, kind of yucky. Doesn't do much for us. Doesn't do much for us, but we are going to drop Thalia here. We need an adversary. An adversary is definitely the best thing we can draw here. Let's go ahead and drop Swing Away with the Shieldgeist. Nothing in the air, so we can block here scot-free. Fortunately, I suppose, theoretically, They are using it on their turn, so the Thalia, or not the Thalia, the Eberhard will not be affected, because it won't be this turn, so it won't cost one more to cast. So we definitely need some help here. The card they just drew will cost one more, so that'll be good. If you can't sacrifice, I think they've got plenty to work with here. They are a little more thin than I thought, maybe just 2 creatures, or 3. So they got 3. So they're not sweating this anytime soon. Fortunately, whatever they drew is going to cost one more. Will it add up? Maybe. We do have Ward as well, so everything's going to be costing a little bit more. Witherbloom Command, and they're going to go ahead and get rid of our win condition here. Ugh. So they get rid of the Eberhard rather than the shield guys. I feel like that's pretty interesting. Okay. So they're going to take away our precious captain here. They're going to get another Eye of the Hive Tyrant. Assuming they play that. Alrighty. You took away our alchemy fun. Now are they going to have some alchemy fun? I think I'm just going to take this for now. If they were... I don't know why... Yeah, okay. That makes sense why they would do that. No first strike or anything. For us, anyway. But this can gain 1 life every time they swing in here. So... I think I kind of want to trade here. Because every time this swings, they're going to just gain 1 life. And I mean, it's going to transform eventually. It's not pretty, but we have to do it. They're going to investigate when it dies, right? Yep, not pretty. I think it's the best move, though. So, okay, they're going to investigate. We need some help, desperately. Oh, so desperately. Come on, give us something good here. Oh, you just have got to be joking me. Absolutely flooded. With no help to be seen anywhere. We have to peel off some damage here. Just simply have to. Not great, but we simply just have to do it. We need a captain or an adversary, desperately. Go ahead and pass turn. They're going to draw a card with the Throne of Death. Let that resolve. We don't want to use the Faceless Haven just yet. Fortunately, we do get to get a little bit of transformation here. And they're going to do some major milling here. The Hulk is probably going to get bigger. Makes a 6/6. God of Death. What are you going to do here? Exile 2 cards. They don't even have to be creatures, so that's interesting. Haven't seen the God of Death in too much lately. So they're going to use the clue here. Draw a card. We can always make Faceless Haven a creature if they decide to swing in here and get cute. Assemble from parts. So they're going to be able to flash this back in here. Wow. And we need a... Oh, gosh. We need a prayer. We need a prayer. Because we need, what? Either an adversary or a ghast. Or it's over. I'm going to swing with the God of Death. That's not lethal yet. We'll go ahead and take it for now. Not looking good. We pretty much need an adversary. I don't see what else could help us. And we get an adversary. Wow, you ask and you shall receive. Alright, we gotta try. We have to try. Let's go ahead and do this 2 times. We get 2 bumps here. So now we've got this with first strike. I mean, we gotta keep this on the back end. So we can't even swing with it. Woo-wee. This does have lifelink, so as long as it lives, we'll be able to do that. That's kind of cool. You can chump block that, I guess. These have... Ugh. Ugh. Let's go ahead and do this. At least put some sort of pressure here. It does have first strike, but they can always just tap this for indestructible. So I guess we can't do that. Alrighty, let's pass turn. Do your worst. The beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. I've got one measly life here. The only thing that's keeping us afloat is the life link here. And if they swing with the Eye of the High Tyrant, well, that's got Menace as well. Yeah, not good. Not good. We'll see if we can sniff this one out here. We have the chump block with the Shappelgeist anyway. All is looking bleak. Agadeem's Awakening. Oh my. Oh my, that's gonna be a game. Good game. Marco, hello. Ooh, unfortunately for you, Marco, we did drop a wonderful Captain Eberhard. Let's go ahead and keep that. Hopefully we'll do some cool stuff. The Captain Eberhard, as long with the Code Spell Cleric, has great synergy here. Because you go turn 1, you drop the Initiate, which is a, you know, a 1-2 with training. Turn 2, you drop the Eberhard, and then turn 3, you do some cool stuff, and then the Code Spell Cleric gives it a 1-1. So then you'll be able to give the 1-1 to the Eberhard. It'll be a 2-2, and then you'll be able to train the Hopeful Initiative. So that works out very well. And because we are a little bit starving on land here, it's going to be very good to draw into some cheaper things. So we either draw a land or we draw into something that's now cheaper. So it works out pretty well. Going to be hard to brick this next draw. They can, of course, remove it. Oh, and they remove our captain. That's no fun. Come on. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm just going to drop the Spellbinder. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that hand here. What you got? What you got for us? This just spits out zombies that can't block, so I don't really care that much about that. This is a 2/3 Death Touch. Yeah. Yeah, I don't Death Touch is scary. I don't want you to have that. No siree, Marco. So they can play the Malika Rebirth that comes in tapped, unless they drew a land here. Let's see what they got going. Obviously they can go with a Jadar. But I'm not too afraid of that. You just create a 2/2 zombie with Decayed. So I don't really care that much. Oh, and they did draw a Faceless Haven, unfortunately. Alright, Jadar it is. That's not that strong, because again, these things cannot block. So not too worried about that. We can actually bump everything with this adversary. Is that the play? I think that's the play. Unfortunately, they got rid of the captain, which makes, you know, it would have been a lot more fun. Let's go ahead and swing in here. We'll get the train here. And I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and, yeah, just chump block. Okay. Works with me. They'll go ahead and use the Malika Rebirth, I'm assuming. They do lose some life, so that's not the end of the world. It'll come in back tapped. But again, all this does is just spit out zombie tokens that can't block, so I don't really care. Oh, Captain, my Captain! A Fellstinger. Okay, so they're probably going to get rid of a zombie. Okay, but are you going to draw 2 cards? Like, do you really want to lose 2 life? They do. Alright, you're down to 8. A Weakened Faceless Haven. An Alchemy Faceless Haven. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and drop a Plains here. I'm just going to go all out. Just going to go all out. Let's go ahead and Brew Cathar. Right on that Fellstinger. Drop the Code Spell Cleric. Right on you. And swing out. That should be game. This cannot block. Until next time, my Captain. Bean Lannister, how are we doing? Oh, we have 2 captains in our hand. We will definitely be keeping that, even though we don't have a 1-drop. It is okay with me. This captain should help with our fixing some stuff, making some stuff cheaper, so I don't think that'll be as laborsome or quite the burden it should be. See an island here, and we get another land anyway, so all is well. Let's go ahead and drop Eberhard. Double strike. Make everything more expensive for our opponents that they draw. Everything we draw will be cheaper. Ooh, I saw they target it. I saw they did target it. It's got a little nervous there. Ooh, and that's gonna be it for that. This will only be this turn, so Costs 1 less to cast, but we do need to have the captain for this to stay at that. And yeah, so I think we're gonna cast the expensive one because we don't. There's nothing else to play for 1 with the Spellbinder. So we'll go ahead and play the expensive one. Oh, and a counter. All right, so we get disrupted. We'll go ahead and swing in for 2. Double strike. All right, Captain, do your work. Another island here. Oh, and we get a Celestis. Okay. Oh, and we get screwed with this Eberhard here. That doesn't do anything for us, unfortunately. Clogged up bad. I think that's like the only. It's the only brick in our entire deck we could have drawn. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and drop the Elite Spellbinder. Take a peek in the hand. And, well, it's going to have to be the Doomscar. I don't think they can foretell it, right? Because it has to be from the hand. So they can't foretell this if it's exiled. So we'll go ahead and do that. Kind of a yucky card here. We'll go ahead and swing in here. Are they going to Fading Hope the captain, is my question. No, they'll take it. Okay. Okay. Are they going to wait for the... Okay, I was going to say, that would be hilarious if they waited for the first strike and it was like, oh yeah, we should probably Fading Hope this thing. That would be quite comical. So this is going to turn Knight. Discard a Faithful Mending. And we do get an Adversary. This is going to be very, very good. Because now that it's 1 less, we can just play it down here. And we will be able to bump it with only... well, 3 total mana. That is great for us. I'm sure it'll get Fading Hoped, but theoretically, look how good that is. Go ahead and Fading Hope it. Wah, wah, wah. But you get the idea. Hey, if that wouldn't have got removed, pretty good. So now they can either Revitalize or they can use, what, Faithful Mending here? So more islands here. Faithful Mending, they're going to use it at sorcery speed. Kind of interesting. And then they'll also have enough for a plains on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is kind of getting kind of scary here. I think I do want to play this. Well, I guess we just need some more land. It's nice that our things are cheaper, but we just can't combo because we don't have any more land. So, not the captain's fault. Not the captain's fault. It's unfortunate. Do we want to play this and then swing? I mean, they'll have to use the Doomscar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll probably have enough for a Doomscar to hardcast it at that point. It's honestly pretty close if I want to do this or not. Because if they Doomscar, will we be able to recover? Yeah, I think we'll be able to recover. We got the captain here. We'll be able to recover from this Doomscar. I'm not too worried. Let's go ahead and just let's be aggressive. Swing in there. Boom, boom, boom. Down to 8. I think they'll be able to revitalize here. I'm assuming they will have enough for this very expensive Doomscar. But it is what it is. So another pathway, and the Doomscar does get casted. So we need a land here. We don't get a land, but we do, fortunately, we will be able to place the Eberhard, as well as an Alms. I guess that's okay. Again, makes things they draw here. It's going to be more expensive. We do give them a chance to discard and draw. And they get rid of a Doomscar. That means that's scary, because what could they have here? 2 cards in hand. Alrighty. More fun with the Celestis. Oh, and we get a captain for cheap with our other captain. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We got to try this out. I don't even want to risk the Eberhard going away, because we need that to resolve. And let's go ahead and draw something here. What are we going to do? It's got to be a Thalia, because they don't have any creatures. So it's got to be a Thalia here. Make everything a little bit more expensive for them. And let's go ahead and swing in. Oh, baby. And it's a Hullbreaker Horror. Oh, baby. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see what you got here. We are going to need, what? A Brutal Cathar? Because they only have 1 card in their hand here. So it's going to be... Oh. Oh, it's a Leer. If it wasn't a Leer, we'd be okay. Because now they have, what? They can cast, what? 2 cards? Only 1. So they only have one, no, two, because of the cell. Oh, it's game. They have us locked up. They have us locked up. So this is, yeah, Cathar is not going to be able to go through because they can just bounce it. Oh, it's just so awful. Can they, yeah, they can even flash this back and counter. Yeah, it's over. Definitely over, unfortunately. I guess we can try. Again, if they just had Fading Hope, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But they do. So let's go ahead and just try for the Thalia here. They will Fading Hope the captain. They also get to do that. I'm gonna keep you around. Yeah, it's over. It's over. We can't recover from this, right? Because they're just gonna be able to stack value with the Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah. Yeah, this game's over. They can just keep... Okay, it's over. Good game. Darn it! The Leer really saved them. Delai, how we doing? Welcome to the Alchemy Show! No Alchemy cards here, but we are going to keep. Feeling pretty confident we're going to draw into one of those juicy captains here. But until the captain comes, let's draw the chaplain. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and there's an Inquisitor captain. Welcome to the party. Looking like we're going to be able to set up nicely for a turn 4 captain if we can just get one more land source. Feeling pretty good about it. We're going to drop a Werewolf Pack Leader, another captain, so that's not too bad as long as we can get another land. That'd be pretty cool. I'm actually going to drop this Spellbinder here. I don't want to remove the Pack Leader because I think they could just play something else crazier, like a Troll or anything. Or, yeah. So, yeah, anything. They do have 2 Tovalors, so I'll let that go. Yes. The partners are going to have to go. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. So, they go ahead and drop that. I'm assuming a Tovalar is coming. And a Tovalar it is. I am absolutely going to trade here. I don't want you drawing cards with Tovalar. And we do get a Plains. Let's go. Let's go ahead and drop the Inquisitor Captain. Alright, Alchemy. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to see what 2 cards we get. And we get an Elite Spellbinder as well as a Code Spell Cleric. So let's go ahead and put the Spellbinder onto the battlefield. And we get to look at some more things here. Do we want to get rid of this Tovalar again, or do we want to get rid of the Abundance? Because the Abundance can let us fight, right? I don't know if that's the end of the world, because they would die too. I'm going to get rid of this Tovalar here, because on the back end of our next turn, I'm going to maybe use a Cathar. So you already see the power of this Captain card. I mean, it's a pretty much just a splash in any single mono white deck. Look what you get. You get a 3/3 with Vigilance on top of just another card. Like, wow. That is so good. This can't transform yet, so I think I'm going to get a little bit cocky here and drop another Captain. How many cards we got here? Let's do it. Let's drop another Captain here. And we're going to go ahead and get Thalia and Hopeful Initiate. Okay. And that's going to be it. The power of the Captain is too strong. Wow. Busy Soda Cap. Psst. I'm guessing that's kind of how it goes here. So we got both Captains here. We're going to go ahead and keep this puppy. We are going to keep this puppy. And we don't have a very stormy hand. So I think I'm just going to play this as a 1/1 Vigilance. Not great. You want to keep it for the 1/1 counter, but just don't really have anything to storm here. We do get to go with... I'm going to go with Eberhardt here. Maybe get something a little bit on the cheap here. Or they are... Okay, see, we're running against Black-White. Let's go for Thalia. Thalia is better early game, for sure. So we'll go ahead and do that, especially because we don't have any sort of buff to give this, because it has Double Strike. So if we have a buff, the Eberhardt is a little bit better. So I like that a little bit more. They go with the Professor of Symbology. So okay, we have to learn here. Get Environmental Sciences. And immediately we will have enough for the Captain on next turn. That's very exciting. So what do we want to do? Do we want to go for Spellbinder? I think we do. We can swing in here first. Let's swing in here. Boom, boom. They do not take it, and we'll drop a Spellbinder. Let's go with a Spellbinder here. And what you got here? I don't want you to have that Meathook Massacre. The Meathook Massacre is way too scary for my board. We've got too much invested in this board. So no, 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 no. Let's see what you got here. You can always environmental science, but they look like they have a lot of land here. So that's going to cost you. And they didn't really have anything else to play. So, other than the Shambling Ghast, never mind. I actually stand corrected. They had a Shambling Ghast. That really did. That screwed them over a little bit. Alright, Captain. We got both captains here. Let's go for the 4-drop. Almighty Captain. And let's see what we got here. What can we get here? Oh, and another Spellbinder. Look at the value. It's just like not even fair. It feels like cheating. Let's get another Spellbinder. The Shambling Ghast, sure, that's fine. It just... We swing in here guilt-free. They can trade the Cleric if they want. I mean, it honestly just feels like cheating. Swing, swing, swing. Swing, swing from the tabletops. My heart will be crushed if you swing the board. So just a Shambling Ghast for 3. A 3-drop Shambling Ghast. So, what do we want to do here? I mean, they're going to be able to play this at some point, right? No, not for a while. Not for a while. So, I think what I want to do is just get some damage in here. Let's just get some damage in here. Swing all. Again, the Inquisitor Captain you can just splash it in all white decks, and it's just too good. Like, what you get for that is just so insane. And yes, I know they're going to get a treasure with this. I think that is a fate we can do. Oh, we have lethal. I didn't even realize. I thought we were 1 short, and that's going to be it. The Captain's so good. Brownbeard the Second. How are we doing? We've got a Whitebeard from all the snow and mono white we're playing here. No alchemy cards in this hand, but that's okay. That's okay. We always find a way. We just find a way. Do you want to go with Innistrad or the Alms? We do have 2 adversaries, so we can drop an adversary turn 2, guilt-free, in order to train our employee here. Oh, and a pack leader. A pack leader? Let's drop the Teensy Wincy Alchemy Haven. 3-3, not a 4-4. Ugh. And let's go ahead and just drop this. Let's go ahead and drop this. I don't want to swing yet. I don't even want to bluff them. Because if they trade here, we actually don't like that a lot. We'd rather train it. And they foretell something. Oh, I wonder if that's Lupine Harbingers? It's gotta be. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it is. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna do this. I want to take a peek at that hand. Let's take a peek-sees at that hand here. What we got beneath those curtains? Oh, and they've got 2 Tovolars, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, another. So it is. That is the 4 total card. Tovolar is legendary ruled, so let's go ahead and I don't want to worry about that. This can just be played as a land, so it's either the Stormseeker or this, and I'm going to vote for this. That's just a little too strong. We'll get rid of that. I like that. Let's swing in here for both. If they want to trade here, I don't mind that much. Trade here. Okay, down 23 to 18. I think we're sitting okay here. The Hopeful Initiate will be able to train the next turn as well. So they're going to pay 3. That's a hefty price. You are behind here for a single Tovolar. You are behind. So I want to make sure, yeah, we can play another Alchemy Haven. We can drop this adversary to bump everything up by 1. Boom! And this thing will be able to use training. So we have a 4-5 and a 4-2 in the air. It's a lot of damage to take. It's a lot of damage, Brownbeard. And we do get a Reckless Stormseeker. Giving itself haste. I would be careful. You just lost the match. You just lost the match. That is a good game. You can draw all the cards you want. That is okay with me. I hope we just draw a captain here for fun, but yeah, that is going to be a good game, Brownbeard. So we're back here at the post-game hideout, and as you can see, this deck is an absolute powerhouse. I'm expecting this to be just as meta as Facebook's meta. That's maybe a bad pun, but this card, I mean, look at this thing. This, it feels like cheating. When you put this out and you get 2 cards to choose from to just plop on the battlefield, let alone it having Vigilance, if you can just plop down a free Spellbinder, a free Adeline, a free Brutal Cathar, I mean, if you, just anything, it doesn't really matter. If you can just plop this thing down for free at only 4, again, it just kind of feels like cheating. My goodness. I mean, you saw during the match. I mean, this is going to be around for a while, and this will probably be it's going to be the only video I make around Inquisitor Captain, because I don't like to make meta decks. I like to make, you know, more fun decks that are like more fun. Like, as long as you hit like a 50% win rate, you can still level up. This is going to be very meta, in my opinion. Again, I don't know if it'll be exactly this brew, but this is one of the easiest videos I've ever made, because honestly, it was just, not to be cocky, I mean, it's a meta deck, so it was very, very easy because all of our matchups kind of came naturally. The Everheart did a lot of work. It's a little, I like it. It's definitely kind of reliant on the adversary or the Coatspell Cleric to bump it up, but overall, I definitely like it. It fixes your hand very well. If you're a little short on mana or on land, you can just use the captain, and it makes everything cheaper, so it makes it way harder to brick your draw. And then later in the game, when they're drawing cards and you got Thalia and everything's more expensive, it just does work. These cards are so good. These captains and these human tribals, again, not sure if this will be the exact brew, but this will be meta, in my opinion, for a long time. So let me know. This is with Alchemy, so these cards could get nerfed. I don't know. That's the exciting part, maybe Doom part. I don't know, whatever your opinion is, but I don't know. Will Mono White be the first deck to get nerfed in this meta? I don't know, but either way, go ahead and leave me a like here. I hear the button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, tell me how ugly I am. Whatever you got to do, just do something that helps out the channel. But other than that, I will see you on the next adventure. ManaMan, out.